Hello there. Breakfast done? Time to edit the video. Today we are looking at BlackRock Drive Yards. Prepare for crazy looking ships, crazy gun effects, and for some crazy special abilities. What is the playstyle of this faction? This mod goes into the mold of average stated ships which excel in their mobility and in firepower. To be honest, when I tried it, the firepower, it depends on the ship. What's more special about these ships are the mods. All the BlackRock ships come with a special mod that helps them flux better, so it's highly advised to periodically flux your vents, and other special mods that increase your power of your ship quite nicely. And now let's get into the stuff, how this ship hold up in the battle, in player hands and in AI hands. Let's get into it.
Weapons.
We will start a bit differently today. We are going through weapons first because I used other weapons on these ships than from this factions, and I'll give you my reasons why, and yeah, so you don't feel like I'm not using the weapons. So first of all, they have pretty good all-round weapons. Nothing stands out, however. Only the point defense systems are quite insane and quite nice and good to consider. If you compare it to the regular vanilla of things, this is at same range, good flux to damage ratio, and huge damage per shot. This can be a plus and minus. This thing shoots slow, however it packs a serious punch. The anti-shield gun, it's very similar. It doesn't fire fast, but the damage is very nice, and also it does EMP damage. This one's very nice. The only thing holding this thing back, I guess it's the range, like 900. I would say 1000 would be more preferable, but yeah, it is debatable. And now the point defense things. I think they are insane because they are extremely flux efficient. I never use a large point defense systems, but I would use this, why not? And you do huge EMP damage, plus the bonus is that you inflict extra energy damage on hit if you hit the armor. This is very nice. And the smaller point defense system, like this medium weapon, as you can see, good range and great flux ratio. One more thing that these things have common: they are very flashy, and I like it a lot. I went through the vanilla guns again, and yeah, these things are balanced vanilla style. The issue is, well, if it is an issue, compared to other mods, these guns fall a bit behind. Like, I'm not talking about absolute mod power creep, but just still. And the issue with this middle turret, I found out that the damage per second is too low, I think. I think if every stat was the same, but we would bump, for example, to 500 damage per second, it would be much better. This fires way too slowly compared to, for example, Hephaestus gun. And this and the shield weapon is basically the same. It should have bit more damage per second. Of course, without changing the flux ratio. And now for the main treat of this mod. It is the Cardinals. This is the famous ship that I guess everybody came for. It's the teleporting one. What's the gist of this thing before we show it in the battle? This thing teleports, and it can teleport behind the enemy ships. It has huge amount of firepower, and it has pretty decent all-around loadout. This is a beast. Also, one thing to notice, this is the mod I was mentioning in all the ships, that it fends faster. I'm removing the integrated targeting unit. So this mod has a bunch of special mods, and this will be used. This basically increases your weapon range, however not that much, but it increases the firepower of this thing and also lowers the flux. This is a win-win situation for this ship. Excellent. So this is the loadout we are going for. We want to teleport behind things, so we want to pack as much of a punch as we can. We are using a lot of firepower. These Autorim Alliance things, like, come on, see the stats? Yeah, they however get much more flux inefficient after 4 seconds, so be careful with that. We're using the flamethrowers, insane DPS, insane flux to damage ratio and short range, this point defense system, and bunch more. This is here just for fun. This ship costs hefty 50 points, but yeah, it's worth it. And keep in mind, as always, this is without a general. We're gonna eat the first burst of the onslaught, we're gonna vent it, and now surprise teleportation, not necessarily behind it, but this works as well. Look at the DPS. Yes, Yeah, we should have used the shield, but yeah. This thing is absolutely insane, and this is what's the mod about. It's about the special things. Like, it has a unique playstyle. What can I say more? This ship is the heart of this mod, and it shows. This mod has a bunch of amazing and great ships. However, I couldn't wrap my head around all of them, so I will show you only my favorite ones. Next, let's go for a small ship. This thing I really like. It costs only 13 points to deploy. It has 3 medium slots. It has a very nice special ability. We are going for long range punching power. We are using the weapon from Sai. I find it very nice. Not only it has huge DPM, also it deals 100 energy damage at DPS. I find it very nice, this one. 13 points to deploy. The special ability is these 2 fangs, and oh my god, they're lovely. And this basically adds much more firepower. See that venting? Immediate. Alright, this is taking quite some time. Maybe you can swap this thing for something else, maybe a molar battery. But this is very nice. If the Falcon wasn't faster than we are, this ship would tear it apart if you use it smartly. And then now for the other big capital ship of this mod. It's the big carrier. Yes, this ship goes hefty 45 points for 4 fighter base. Is it worth it though, sacrificing the fighter base for the firepower or the ship hull? Well, let's see what's special about it. This ship has also amazing fighters. We will talk about them a bit later. Look at them. Ugh, disgusting. Alright, well, let's stop firing because we kill it. And the special ability does this. He cannot shoot us. Everything he shoots stops and goes everywhere. Anywhere. Everywhere? Flip. Somewhere else, damn it. The special ability is absolutely magnificent. Yeah, lovely. Yup. What about this 10-point ship? You probably get the point. If we keep the range, the Hammerhead has no chance, basically. No chance. It is comparable to the Thunder, however you can mount on this ballistic weapons. So you have much more room. Get interesting, I guess.
Fighters.
I guess this is the first time we are doing this. We are doing the fighters because I feel quite strongly about these. For this testing purposes, we'll be using the EOS because I know this carrier, it doesn't do anything else than has a bunch of fighters. Alright, let's start with the high tier bombers. They cost 20 points. Let's see what can we do. Of course, this is without a general. Let's send them in. Firstly, notice the effects are amazing. And yes, the damage is pretty insane as well. Look at it. I don't think I have to say more. And now let's imagine you are in the mid game or late game and you have your big carrier, right? With a general. Let's see what can we do now. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think one shot. It usually one shots him, but still. These are hands down the most broken bombers I have ever played with. They look amazing, but my god, do they need tuning. This is like another joke. I also tried stacking other bombers and see how do they do and stack up against the enemy. It's not good as this. And also as the reference, I will show some fighters. I also tried stacking some vanilla fighters. Yeah, it went the same. Another interesting fighters are these heavy fighters. They are something to be behold as well. Let's send them in. Yup. And the funny part is about these fighters, like all the fighters I have tried in this mod have one thing in common. They have amazing survivability. I used any fighters. I used even the Diable Avionics, but they're nowhere close to being this survivable. They just survive so much. And this is against extremely armored ship. This is not supposed to happen. And he's starting to take damage. This will take a long time, quite a long time, because it's armored ship. Just to show you what it does against targets that it's supposed to kill, like low armor targets like Hammerhead. You will see what will happen. See it? They're getting behind the armor. No one is dying. Like, this is insane. There are a bunch more. Like, I tried most of them, but I want to show you one more thing, and these Hellbender Heavy Fighter. Also try these 14 points. These are pretty interesting as well. These aren't as broken as these two, but like, these small things I like the previous fighters, but these are quite cheaper. And also ridiculously survivable. I don't like these things that much. Yeah. That needs changing. Or not changing, but I still think they're absolutely insane. Warning. Prepare to get offended. Alright, let's get to the part where I tell my honest opinion about this mod and where you can call me out on my BS. Okay, first things first. The fighters are definitely overpowered. They look amazing. They work greatly. However, yeah, you know what I mean. If somehow someone watches this, I would love to see more of the green stuff, the flashy stuff. It's amazing. And now, as for the ships, the capital carrier ship. Oh, the teleporting one, I really like. But the carrier is a bit weak. Like, I think it's not a bit weak, but really weak. Like, for 45 points, it is nowhere close to the Austral. And one more reason why I think that, it's because of the special ability. When you use it, it's decent. However, in my experience, when I tested these things, AI cannot use any of the special abilities of BlackRock. It cannot teleport well. It definitely just turns on and off the anti-bullet shield. And for example, some of the ships didn't even fire their built-in main weapons at all. I never saw AI fire it. So in this kind of a case, they are really discriminated. And they are kinda falling short on the strong part. But only those ships that have the special abilities, which is such a shame because that's what makes this mod. But I still think this mod is great. What I would improve on, I would bit increase, just a tiny bit increase the strength of the weapons in this mod. Focus more on the flashy stuff because my god, it looks amazing. Fix your stuff with the special abilities and give me some more epic capital ships. Well, I do think this is all for me. I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Like and subscribe.